Всем привет. Продолжаем прохождение. Все, приятного просмотра.
Good day, sir. Nathaniel Sather at your service. What can I do for you?
Mr. Sather remains to be seen. Red McCraith, by the way, the Banisher. You seem a chatty fella.
We see precious few new faces around here. You'll forgive me if I use you for fresh conversation.
Tell me about yourself. Share your business. Tell me what's important to you.
I'm from Boston. I love it very much. So much more lively. A fine mix of conviviality and anonymity. I miss that life. The music. The colour and the splendour. The dance of commerce. The flower sellers' forget-me-nots. Oh, the forget-me-nots. I very much wish to go home.
What are you doing here then?
I'm the shop boy. When the store moves, I move with it. Old man Ingersoll opened up a general store in Boston back in '78. Then he married Bathsheba. I came with them to New Eden intending to quickly return, but Mr. Ingersoll died. I extended my stay. They took me on when I was just a boy. I've no family. All I have is my Thomas, my closest friend.
You have, as my granny would say, the power to talk the back legs off a two-footed donkey. But I bet you listen too. What do you hear hereabouts?
Oh, little of interest. Pennington has signed John Rumble to the train band, which means nothing at all to me. I believe John was down the flooded mine. That can't have been fun. Maybe the militia will be good for him.
Huh? You never know who'll take to soldiering.
You say that, and I defer to your experience, but I'm sure it's not for me.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
The captain? I've not a single bad word to say about that dismally antiquated, superannuated old man. His depth of experience is inspiring, although I shudder to think what those experiences have done to him. But we should respect our elders. We should listen to their point of view, and then ignore it as we look to the future.
What do you think of Helen Priest then?
I'd put her in charge if I could. She's bright, trustworthy, thinks for herself. She's not married to old doctrine. People here are desperate. They're sick, they need courage. And Helen Priest fears nothing.
More generally, how fares Fort Jericho?
It's cold. Our clothes are inelegant, the walls are drab. There's no music, no conviviality. There's no gaiety. Boston isn't much of a city, but I miss it. I wonder what I could make of this place were I allowed.
You can paint a turnip red, but it still won't be an apple.
True, but stack enough red-painted turnips about the place, and even the dourish Scotsman shall surely crack a smile.
I must go. Thank you for your time.
And I for yours. Take care.
No Ferdinando here. How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you all too well. I hear a hoggish harridan, a narrow nag, a selfish shrew.
One of these days, I shall poison your soup.
And the day before, I'll take you to the highest cliff and push you off it.
Please excuse my husband. He really is as unpleasant as he sounds. And who are you, then?
Red McCraith, ma'am. I'm a banisher.
Are you, indeed? Pleased to meet you, Mr. Banisher. I'm Abigail Rumble. Thanks to you, me and my husband should soon be able to go back to our mountains.
Your husband won't mind us talking.
No. Why would he? We are faithful and trustworthy. As, I'm sure, are you.
She doubts your intentions.
No need to worry about me, ma'am. I'm spoken for.
Good. We understand one another. My husband and I are very close. Very close indeed.
Then you have my admiration. Sustaining such closeness takes much tolerance and hard work.
You don't know how good you've got it.
You and your husband prefer an isolated life outside the fort.
I have a roof above my head, my belly is rarely empty, and I live by my beliefs. We suffered for many years. By comparison, this is bliss.
Do you not find it dangerous out here? Just the two of you alone.
I thank you for your concern, but we live how we live, and it makes us quite contented.
Anything talk-worthy round these parts?
Ferdinando Miller has been the talk of the town lately. He has had much good fortune, and many resent him for it. I like the lad. He's polite, helpful, listens to his customers. He deserves no backbiting.
What's your thoughts on Pennington? A good leader?
He gave John a job. That was good. We hadn't worked since we left the Bly place. He saw John's promise and gave him his chance. I'd say he's a good leader.
Helen Priest seems to get the work done.
The captain trusts her with his life. So do I. John adores her. When the fort was attacked, she proved us right. I like having a strong woman in charge.
I'll let you get back to your day, madam.
If you need anything, feel free to ask.
Storeroom. Locked. A store? Ferdinando's? Closed. Are we in the right place?
Try next door.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking. What is this?
A sansa. It's a musical instrument. It's Bantu, from southern Africa.
He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep it away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
Stock to trade. He hasn't unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on. And who could blame him? Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy. He's doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
No. The list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
Brain Fox,
I'm
приветствую.
no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A banisher. Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
I spoke to Rebecca. 'Tis she who haunts you. She sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
Was she lying? You inherited her estate.
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
2 recent sales to the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
A storekeeper hears much. What do you hear, Mr. Miller?
I'm a busy man. If you've a question to ask, then ask it.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He has no problem with me. I have no problem with him. He respected Rebecca's wishes. He gave me what was mine. My freedom. Her estate. He saw me as a man and signed the papers to say so. And when them who saw different complained, he laid down the law.
What think you of Helen Priest?
I don't think of Ellen Priest. I stay out of her way. I hope she'll stay out of mine.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept. Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps
Enough,
they'll tell
John.
us.
I'll not listen to another moment of your ranting.
'Tis no rant, woman. Pennington's backbone is gone, and we're all suffering.
The captain's a war hero. Have respect.
Respect. Helen Priest sets out into the wilds in search of our salvation while the captain rots in his office. I know who to respect.
What do you do, John? Dig latrines? How much respect does that get you, eh?
Go to hell. Take your captain with you. You're new. From where have you sprung?
Name's Red McCraith, a banisher, come from across the deep blue sea.
You look a landlubber to me. You should feel right at home. John Rumble.
I've met your wife. Fine woman.
Cheers that, aye. Count myself lucky. Are you a married man, Mr. McCraith?
Marriage wasn't for us. But I suppose you could have called us man and wife.
No, you could not.
Marriage is a union conceived by men. Men are fallible.
Do I detect a hint of regret?
Regret? I have no regrets. She's a fine woman, my wife. Finer than likes of me deserves. I'll not say a word against her. Not a word, sir.
What's the word round here?
Look around you. We're barely hanging on. You'll have to be Miller to enjoy the situation.
Привет, Константин.
Aye, the freedman. He's the only one who'll leave Fort Jericho with more than he
Как тебе
can.
объяснить в двух словах?
Have all the luck.
Мы изгоняем духов, призраков, бичей, злых духов и так далее. В принципе, вот сюжет на этом завязан. Вот и все вкратце.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
What about him?
I don't know. Is he a good commander? Do you like him? Does he have secrets, that kind of thing?
If, say, I thought him a blockhead, then I'd not say so. If, say, it was my wife's stupid idea for me to join the train band, I'd not say that neither.
May you prosper in good health, John.
He that does good is of God.
Короче, мы играем за изгнателя. Сейчас мы пришли в поселение. Ну, тут, в принципе, надо, наверное, смотреть все, чтобы понять, ну, всю суть. Вкратце мы пытаемся убить того духа, который проклял все вот эти земли. То есть где мы сейчас обитаем, мы сюда приплыли, чтобы его изгнать. Но он оказался сильнее, и мы пока пытаемся до него добраться. Очень сильный дух. Он убил нашу женщину, и она сейчас в виде духа с нами. Вот она. Можем переключаться. Боевка, в принципе, примитивная, но интересная. В целом сюжет неплохой. Пока здесь всех опрашиваю, ну, мне чисто интересно, кто о ком думает. И в целом выясняю некоторые моменты. Читали.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out, no hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. McWraith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, McWraith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
The people man the ramparts, ready to fight.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden Town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. No Smith gathered the bold and the governor let the afeared flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
The new Smiths are holed up in the woods, planning soon to leave for Boston.
They may leave for Boston, but the curse will follow. The curse will follow until their backs are against the wall.
As the commanding officer, you must know all the local lumps and bumps.
The lumps and bumps can smooth themselves. I have other priorities.
Why did you come to New Eden, Captain? Why here?
Far from the many wars we fight, you mean? I'd shot enough Frenchmen and more than enough Indians.
Did no one come with you?
Keep to your business, son, not mine.
It's just, there's a portrait hanging on the wall. A family.
I had a wife and daughter once. I'll not entertain you with their story.
Tell me more about yourself and your career.
I did my duty and had the fortune to return alive. That's all. We who are intimate with war tell no tales.
I thought that too. I was wrong. Silence allowed my ghosts to prosper. 'Tis good to tell our stories.
If ever I do tell, I'll not be telling you, son.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
Folk have little enough hope, and you're leading them further into the darkness.
I've heard the whispers, the murmurs, the plotting from the shadows. We hold till the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful specters.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker.
Слышу про рудники, представляю себе порождений из Dragon Age. Там прям духи лезут или зомби? Ну тут не совсем Dragon Age, а сравнение, конечно, сильное. Dragon Age посильнее будет, чем эта игра. Эта игра больше, знаешь, как типа какой-то сюжетной бродилки. Ну то есть что-то как... Ой, даже не знаю, к чему сравнить. Ну, в целом здесь духи вот обычные, бестелесные, но они могут захватывать какие-то тела. Ну, то есть с кости, мертвые тела заходят и нападают. Могут сливаться и получаются боссы, типа какие-то мини-боссы. В целом здесь не так сильно это реализовано. Dragon Age намного сильнее. Dragon Age лучше. Но если тебе вот нравятся просто вот такие бродилки какие-нибудь, то хорошая игра. Я сильно не вчитываюсь в эти записки, большинство из них не несут какой-то информации. То есть они либо просто про каких-то людей, которых мы даже не встречаем. Иногда реально полезные есть записки, которые рассказывают нам о каких-то конкретных людях, которых мы встретили. На God of War чем-то смахивает, наверное, я бы так сказал. Игра эта. Ну, также линейно, также сюжет. Ближе к God of War. Я не помню, что я играл в последнее время из такого, что было похоже. Вот на God of War похоже.
Could be
Именно,
worse. Could be underground.
скажем так, подобное, похоже на подобное. Собираешь ресурсы, крафтишь. Ну, не крафтишь, уж улучшаешь свое снаряжение, качаешь таланты. Тема похожая на God of War. Скоро мы закончим здесь, надеюсь, и ты увидишь духов. Ну, одного ты видишь, вот эта женщина. Она же мертвая, формально дух. Так, мы можем сейчас улучшить свое оружие. До 4 уровня, редкий. Так, здесь мы можем улучшить пилку свою. О, нифига. До исключительного уровня. Прям еще выше можем поднять. Безупречная. Офигеть. Меня балует игра. Легендарная почти что. Так, амулет можем один апнуть. Каждая вещь дает какие-то бонусы, надо вчитываться. Вот я под себя выбираю что-то такое. И улучшаю потом. Ресурсы все вот эти мы собираем по карте. То есть убивая противников, сундуки, это все. Там еще вещи какие-то вот находили. Так. Вот это, кстати, вот это, я бы вот это улучшал бы, наверное, дальше. Урон от удара кулаком. То есть она кулаками бьет. И у меня прям чувствую, как они, ну, боль 50% прям сильно дает. Прям имба. Пока что на все, что из всех талисманов, все, что я нашел, это имба. В оружии здесь мы так особо ничего такого нет. Это. А, о, кстати, одежду мы находили. Так, у меня сейчас 5% шума. Надо так. Увеличивает урон следующей легкой и мощной атаки на 50%. Блин, не знаю, кстати. Уничтожение врага. Не, на самом деле, вот это слабое. 50% урон, но только когда мы убьем врага. А здесь постоянно 5% урона. То есть это выигрывает в процентном соотношении. Как выглядит, просто посмотрим. Нифига светится красиво. Но брать мы это не будем. Увы. Ну это, знаешь, совсем как ты... Ну это не фазмофобия же. То есть, скажем, есть люди, у которых есть дар видения духов. Ну, их и немного. Вот мы один из этих, который видит духов. Далее он обучался у этой женщины этому мастерству. Ну, то есть это профессия формально. Изгонять духов. Ты ищешь улики, узнаешь. Как, знаешь, эта игра что-то типа как еще и Бэтмен, наверное. То есть ты собираешь информацию всю, и потом ты в конце решаешь уже, что да как. Ты можешь такой... Ты можешь такой, типа, все проверить, все узнать. Потом вот к этим заказчикам приходишь, допустим, и говоришь, я все узнал, так-то, так-то. А они тебе, ну, типа, сказали одно, а ты все скрывали что-то, ты все узнал. И делаешь свои выводы. Ну, здесь только так. В конце, когда ты задание выполняешь, ты можешь, типа, как судья, вердикт какой-то выдаешь. То есть ты не прям уж так судья, но ты решаешь, что сделать. Ты можешь их простить, там сказать так-то, так-то, вы не очень хорошо поступили. Ну, типа, ладно. А можешь убить. Прям реально считаю, что они плохо сделали. Если мы будем убивать людей и души отдавать вот ей, то мы ее сможем воскресить в конце игры. То есть зависит сюжетка еще. Ну, зависит концовка игры сильно завязана. Мы можем никого не убивать, и концовка будет другая. Так что в целом игра, ну, прикольная на самом деле. Не сказать, что она плохая или неинтересная. Нормальная игра. Так что если любишь такие игры, то рекомендую. Ну, чисто побродить, походить. Или посмотреть, если уж не хочешь сам проходить. Иногда игры не всегда хочется самому проходить, иногда посмотреть. Так, мы здесь улику какую-то видели, надо зайти. Пекнуть.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
Not our ghost eye, though. Let's try the forge.
Короче, у нас здесь еще второстепенное задание есть. Мы встретили духа, и она, ну, типа, скажем так, муж ее, говорит, у меня муж не приходит ко мне, он меня похоронил и не приходит. Говорит, можете там, типа, узнать, что произошло? Вот сюда пришли, мужа нашли, а он в итоге все ее вещи продал. Сейчас мы пытаемся найти все ее вещи, которые он продал. Ну, улики проверить. Пока что-то не чисто. Как будто он ее убил и вещи все забрал. Такое.
Halfpenny, 1 toppings, 3 and 6, 3 florins, half a crown.
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersoll's General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll, the owner. What can I get you? A comb, perhaps?
A comb.
Гребень.
Very funny. Red McCraith, and pleased to
Длинный
meet you.
волос.
I met your friend Miss Duarte briefly in New Eden Town. I'm so sorry for your loss. She seemed a vibrant and resolute young woman.
And she seemed eager to leave town as quickly as possible.
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
О, нифига, удар прикладом. Ружьем можно бить прикладом. Только играю и не знал об этом.
I must take my leave.
And may God go with you.
Юридически, да. Юридически. Фига ты подкованный. Так, мне сюда надо было куда-то кузницу зайти было. Еще одна улика должна быть. Так, ништяки забрать.
A note?
Let's see.
Я получил то, что ты мне задолжал. Славные вещички. Короче, та женщина, которая нас... Ну, мы встретили духа. Ее муж, якобы, ее был рабом. То есть это не... Они не муж с женой. То есть она нам тоже не договорила.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
She kept that quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
Прикольно. Вот этого я, конечно, не ожидал. Ну, что именно вот так будет. Я типа думал, он ее просто убил. Там, ну, не знаю. Просто убил. За деньги. Да, там, за деньги, да. Но не этого я ожидал. Про это я и говорю, что здесь, знаешь, как раз-таки...
I sense the vivid echo of a ghost's memory. The quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
Как мне вон туда попасть? Там сундук.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
Короче, два сапога пара, прям нормально, оба.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Короче, чел зря нас нанял. Сейчас мы все узнаем. В принципе, мы уже все почти узнали. Я такой загор, конечно, страшно жить, наверное. Пойдет. Камушек.
Banisher?
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again.
When you faked your feelings for Mistress Argrave, you gained much more than freedom. Rebecca made you rich.
As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller, not a rat catcher. Ghosts were human. They're emotional, full of hopes and fears about the past and the future too. To find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the haunting, I must know the story. You want me to finish the job? Then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
Vadi, you're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
True love requires you to let go.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Вот, кстати, о чем я говорил. Если мы сейчас выбираем его, это как раз мы его убиваем. Тем самым мы свою женщину воскресить можем со временем. Можем вознести ее, то есть вознести это, ну знаешь, как отмолить грехи и так далее, и дух поднимается вверх. А изгнать это ты ее сгоняешь в пустоту, там дух страдает. Вот так это.
Ferdinando Miller, the world forced you into a lie. You lived it to the full, and in the end it brought a haunting upon you. You are the tie that holds this ghost here.
No! Leave him be!
She's a ghost. Get rid of her. Wait. No. No. You can't take me. You don't own me. I am a free man. I have done nothing wrong.
Звук отстает.
No. But I have.
To hell with it. Your world is no place for men like me. You don't understand. You can't understand. I chose to cheat. You chose to kill. Which of us, Banisher, deserves death?
The new Smiths, Thickskin and Kate, have always been as fire and ice. But with Red and Antea gone, little remained to keep the sisters together. A chasm of grief and rage yawned between them. Their bridges...
Ну, формально, да. То есть здесь выбор дается, либо мы убиваем людей, тогда у нас есть шанс воскресить. Но там не дают гарантии 100%. То есть говорят, что если ты будешь убивать, то есть есть какой-то древний ритуал, что есть шанс ее воскресить. А другие выборы, то есть ты уже по своему усмотрению можешь, ну так, выбирать. Пока что, в принципе, я так пока вижу. Я обычно пока никого не убивал только если действительно я в истории разберусь, мне не понравится, что произошло, я стараюсь убивать. То есть я не убиваю, потому что я хочу воскресить. Я либо выбираю изгнание, либо вознесение, либо убийство. Ну, то есть по своему усмотрению. Чисто по истории смотрю, в общем, так.
Burned, and the camp stared into the abyss.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps, by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nor will he get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rage so?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick, he buried them all, and then he lied about it. I'll brook his callous cowardice no more.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love or no, as long as Sebastian haunts you, you will never be safe. You must accept this.
Sebastian haunts me, you haunt Red. What's of safety when we can love a little longer?
Perhaps the meaning of our meeting is ours to define. Then time moves on.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse. Yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden Town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
An innocent woman jailed.
I mean,
Strange.
as wolf belts
Captain
go,
doesn't
it's
strike me
pretty.
as a petty
But I've
tyrant.
more than enough of
Helen
them.
is right.
Folk in
The
Boston are not
truth
short
lies
of
down
wolf
there,
belt.
somewhere.
What do I do with this?
This is no coincidence. This all connects back to the curse.
I'm risking my life up there. I'll take the 20.
It's a fabulous.
You've saved our sorry asses, sir. Of that, there's no doubt. You've earned us a rare bit of rest, and that comes most welcome.
You all right, soldier? You look drop dead weary.
The dead don't sleep, do they? And me being asleep won't stop 'em coming.
Can no one take your shift?
We're short-handed as it is. Besides, I can rest and keep watch at the same time. Old soldier trick.
Let's cut to it. I think you're haunted. The good news is that I can help.
The Banisher thinks I'm haunted, does he? Nah, I ain't important enough to be haunted. I ain't important, and I don't deserve no help. Wasted time helping me anyway.
You heard the man. He wants no help. I see no reason to force it on him. For now, at least.
You had any good scuttle lately?
Спасибо. Спасибо.
Split it if I have
Константин.
it, but be quick. I'm busy.
As you were, soldier. I'd like to help him. Old soldier and all.
All right. Let's start with his billet.
Come on, you.
Right. Andrew's things. Where are these? An award given to a brave soldier. I believe we found Andrew's things.
This is our best lead yet. I wonder if there's an infirmary.
After that, we might look for his train band record.
Now, Mr. Peabody, I shall drain the first boil. Ready?
Same sodding question every sodding time. No, I'm not damn well ready.
Excellent. Then we'll begin.
Be careful, goddammit! Careful! Ah!
I know. I know. Shh. My apologies. I did not wish to hush you. I just prefer to focus on one patient at a time. Welcome to the infirmary. I'm Nurse Wings. Anne, if it sets you at ease.
I'm a banisher. Name's McCraith, but you may call me Red.
Red. A pleasure to see a friendly face, or any face at all. What can I do for you?
So, how'd you end up here? What brought you to nursing?
That, sir, is a personal question.
I'm a personable man.
That's not the same thing. I was sick as a child. Very sick. Afterwards, I swore I'd serve others when they were sick. And here I am. What about you?
I was haunted. Someone cared for me. Saved me from my ghosts. Now I do the same.
A fine story.
I'll not bore you with more. Times being as they are, how come you only have the one patient?
Mr. Peabody's illness is unsightly. Fort Jericho has a history of contagion. Folk worry.
What does he have?
Not my place to say. You'll have to ask him yourself.
I must insist. I have work to do here. I'd rather not risk infection myself.
Insist all you like. I'll not say. However, on an entirely unrelated subject, I assure you, you'll not catch the king's evil here.
Scrofula. Cured, some say, by the touch of a king.
Not many kings round here.
No. There's just me and my professional understanding of his condition.
Farewell, Nurse Wings.
Farewell, and good health, sir.
Are those your records?
Yes. Perhaps someday they may help someone.
14 years is a long time to live haunted.
The ghost is weak, fragile.
But strong enough to stick around. What a way to live.
Any idea who this ghost might be?
You may know a soldier by his trail of dead. Could be anyone. A metal trinket to mark a life of sacrifice. Oh, I bet he'd rather have his sleep bag.
At least he made it home.
Aye. And he didn't. I'll talk to Andrew. Might perk him up a bit. Should have had your breakfast, friend. Anyway, greetings.
I'm Antea Duarte. This here is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Now, who are you and what do you want? Are you the ghost haunting Andrew White? Is that a yes or a no? Who are you? This isn't gonna be easy, is it? Mute ghosts take forever.
This is pointless. We're hunting in the dark with no light and no spoor.
First, you have to find out what's keeping him from speaking. Andrew won't be much help. But if our friend here can't tell us what he wants, maybe he can show us. Do you want us to follow you? I think he wants us to follow him. He left stains. Clever. I'll keep an eye out so we don't lose them. Over here.
Come on, you bastards.
I'm reminded of one of my first
play with
cases.
Eddie.
The ghost was mute because the person haunted refused to talk.
So this one is mute because of Andrew?
I don't know. Maybe. Our new friend is waiting for us. This way. The ghost haunting Andrew seems weak. Drawing out the torture the better to enjoy it? Or holding itself back, afraid to feed too much?
If mine had been so kind, maybe I'd have slept night. I'm jealous.
Don't be. These ones are the worst. Years withering. Decades even. It's an awful way to go.
Pissed off! I felt the ghost could have shown us a safe route.
Or he's just playing with us. He wants us to follow him. Red, come here. Spectral writing on the wall. See for yourself.
Joshua Gouge, gone too soon.
What's it going to say? Joshua Gouge outstayed his welcome. So Joshua is not here for revenge. He's leading us somewhere. Over here.
lost, won't you?
Joshua looks kindly on Andrew. What were they to each other?
Brothers in arms, perhaps. You never feel as close to a mate as when you fight by his side. You fight for the man beside you, not for money, not for a king. For your mate.
You have friends from the war. First I've heard of them.
He lost contact. Maybe when this is over, I'll look them up. Most young men are taught to dream of war. And when they get there, they dream of home. And they're not busy fighting and dying, that is.
Away with you!
Our new friend is waiting for us. Oh, they do look annoyed.
Enough!
I don't like this at all.
Have some of this! Spirit and flesh, I summon you!
Run, Red! Pay attention! Think you could take on a ghost? Watch out! Ready and waiting. Eyes peeled. You're within gun range, Red.
Reinforcements!
They never learn, do they?
Piss off! Yeah!
I can help. Hogging all the fun.
The words of a ghost may resonate here.
Shite! To arms! To arms! They waylay us!
The right flank! Hold them off!
Josh! Behind you!
Goddamn bastarding cove! Help me!
Joshua! No!
Nice to meet you again, Joshua.
You want us to help Andrew White give up his guilt and get on with his life. Am I right?
We know you died fighting by his side. Is that why he feels guilty? Is this why you can't speak? Well, I've been there. I'll do everything I can to help.
If help we can.
Only these two could talk to each other.
Andrew needs to start talking. As long as he swallows his guilt, nothing will change. There's a wall between these two, and we must knock it down.
I may be able to do that. Andrew failed to save his friend and blames himself for it.
He shouldn't.
Easier said than done. Shame is a queer bird. That shite doesn't wash off.
None of this explains what binds the ghost here.
Good to see you living, sir. Keep it short, I'm on duty.
You're not like this, but we must speak of Joshua.
Where did you get that name?
From his ghost. It's important we talk about him. Joshua requests it himself.
He wants to take revenge. I know it.
You're no wrong. He wants to give you freedom. He never blamed you. You blamed yourself.
Why would he not seek revenge? He's due it.
He doesn't see it that way.
I shot him. I was trying to save him and I shot him.
Hold on. How did this happen?
We were skirmishing in the forest. 2 Indian fellas bore down on Joshua. Dropped one, but the other had him cold. I was 20 yards away. I raised my musket, pulled the trigger. Bullet went straight through his skull.
You took the medal though, didn't you?
I can't look at it. Bastard and thin has Josh's face on it. I don't deserve no pewter medal. I don't deserve nothing at all. I don't deserve to live. I don't want to live. I want to die. Please. Please. Put me out of my misery.
I am duty-bound to protect the living from the dead. Sometimes too from themselves. You can't see it now, but you can learn to live with this. Talk about it. Accept it. You'll come to the point where it stops defining your life and you can set about living in the time you have left.
No. You survived. Now you must live.
Just as you could not speak, Joshua, I don't think he can hear you.
Sorry about this, Andrew. I wish it could have gone better for you.
The war left me injured. The wounds were invisible, but mortal just the same.
Oh shit! They were not mortal! You live! Help him! Andrew, listen to me! Listen to me! Why don't you answer?
I told you, he won't hear it. He's made his choice. Now we make ours. Joshua Gouge, you've lingered in silence for too long. You can go.
If I stay, perhaps he'll listen.
We've done what we can. It's up to Andrew now.
My friend, if only you could hear me. You think you own me, and you don't.
Farewell, Joshua. You've done your duty and more.
Farewell, old friend.
You may go.
I'm good for nothing after that. Thanks for your help. I'll not forget it. Just leave me alone, Craig. I need some time.
Ready for another ride? Circumstances aside, this is quite romantic.
Swarming hordes of spectres aren't to your liking.
They are if I'm with you.
Not a fan of this breeze, mind.
Not as romantic as you'd thought, eh?
Maybe now's the time to ask you to marry me.
Try it and I'll cut the rope.
Get the hell out of there! I'm still here.
What a beautiful view.
Every morning I wake to a better one.
Are you trying to charm me, lady? I'll warn you. It should definitely work. These remains call for a ritual and a lot of caution.
I summon you now!
Ask for help if you need it. This isn't over yet. I'm right here. I can help. Watch out. Spectre possession.
Reinforcements!
Spectre heading for that corpse. Oh, they do look annoyed. Almost there. They never learn, do they? To me.
Defend yourself!
Can I join in too? Once more with feeling. Stop that spectre before it possesses the corpse.
They brought more friends.
Oh, they do look annoyed.
Not today.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Try this on.
A sight to behold.
Wasn't I always?
Something's concealed.
Blocked. I hope there's another way in.
Afraid to take a wee punch, are you? Great! More fun.
I know.
Banishers. See you found your way.
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
Difficult though it be to walk these dark roads, I'll guide you as best I can.
You sure you want to come? You don't have to.
I must. For Helen.
What shall we find out there?
The rage of the sick. They trusted him. He betrayed them. He abandoned them. I doubt they can be placated.
Pennington did a great and terrible thing. His death must feel an outrage.
I saw. I took the shilling. Death is part of the bargain. One dies, so many may live. I served the sick and the dying. When my turn came, I was ready. Now, in the fort, there is no noble sacrifice. One dies, so all may also die.
Tell us a little more about Helen.
I'm not sure what more I could tell you. My wife is a strong woman. What you see is what you get. Every day I feel blessed to have a partner and best friend by my side. I had never expected her. When she came into my life, I came home to myself. Made me want to be a better man.
Oh, I know the feeling.
She gave me a handkerchief. I died clutching it. A symbol of our love. She was and is ever in my thoughts. She is my world, now until the end.
We must press on.
Stay close. Whenever you're ready. Not far now, till you find what you need. I hope.
Pity. I was enjoying this wee promenade. Oh, fantastic.
I think you can get down from here.
Everything all right?
Let's just get this over with.
Like falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in Akashus.
Never gonna let me live that one down, are you?
Pennington ordered the barricades fast. I barely had time to bid Helen farewell.
That must have been hard.
A soldier is called to sacrifice.
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher.
Remind me not to make you angry.
Reinforcements!
The spirits of these soldiers were angry.
Soldiers weren't spared. Those not taken by sickness or thirst died of despair.
Which one took you?
Despair. Most definitely.
These tunnels go surprisingly deep.
In its heyday, it was quite the operation. You see this lift? It goes all the way down. Cart upon cart rose to the surface, piled high with ore.
Did the miners abandon their work when sickness hit?
They worked till they could work no more.
Ghostly voices stain this place. Wouldn't fancy working here with the furnaces running.
The work men did here was meant to make New Eden rich. I told Gray that tells lost. Ruben says he can't do much about it. Keep feeding the furnace, says he, if you want your meager pep. That sounds nasty. You alright?
There's a strong spectral presence down there.
All of us died down here.
What the hell's that?
Uh-oh.
They're coming.
blasted pest!
Someone's given me a challenge.
Shift your balance. Call on me. Feet on the ground.
Nice of you to join us, Sebastian. Care to explain what the hell we just heard?
I can't.
What now?
I say we push past the blockade. Follow me, please.
I love doing that. A malignant will is placed upon this, just like the one we found earlier.
We should find that ritual Seeker told us about. I've kept her notes about the hut location.
What's this?
A makeshift checkpoint. The halfway mark.
Still impressive. Enough powder to kill us all.
Enough powder to kill you, you mean?
Aye. Enough powder to kill me too. expecting to face a regiment?
In a way. We knew the dying would try to fight. We had to keep them from infecting the rest.
Charming.
Can't blame a man for wanting to make it home alive.
Think you could take on a ghost?
Why would Pennington cut off the food?
He decided we weren't worth saving. Damn him to hell for it.
Reason enough for a Spectre to rage. Press on.
The living quarters are ahead, if you insist.
We play games as we wait to die. Oh, shelter with a damp and itchy straw bed. Just how I like it.
This miner was shot. Was there a mutiny?
There was. We failed.
Why did you not mention this before?
My heartfelt apologies. I suppose the memory was just too painful.
What is that?
This is no ordinary spectre, that's for sure.
Perhaps in our pain, screaming to be free, we made change.
More importantly, how do we break them?
I see a weak link. Red, I see a weakness. Let me show you. I love doing that.
Whatever's down here is not like that.
Have some of this.
Stop that spectre before it possesses the corpse.
Reinforcements.
Feet on the ground. Stay on your feet, Red.
Bust!
Standing by. Red, look at this.
What does that mark mean?
I've seen it in books. Necromancy. Corpse raising, spirit control, that kind of thing.
Have you heard of a ghost able to raise the dead and control them?
I thought they were myths. Perhaps I was wrong. But we do our work. Come on, let's break these chains.
The words of a ghost may resonate here.
Here, I found something. shall we?
Teach them not to mess with a Banisher.
Don't fret. We're coming for you.
This creature, I don't think you're ready to face it. Turn back.
Why?
I don't know. I thought maybe you should meet. See whatever is down there.
Why were these galleries walled up?
I don't know. The walls were there when we got here. As if our predecessors had a reason for blocking it up.
Picking up something spectral nearby. Pennington thought everything was fine. Really?
He lied. He manipulated them all. He must face justice.
We want proof.
What more do you need? The captain must pay.
Traces of a ghost's memory resonate here. Damn, that was close.
Lay down your weapon, Prospector, and stand away. I'll not say it twice.
Hear me! I'm not your foe!
Obey the order. Put the pickaxe down.
Your uniform won't protect your son. Your officer will bury us all! He'll bury us all!
He'll bury us all. He meaning Pennington, right?
Who else? There's more of.
Snap out of it! Sebastian, what is this place?
It's nothing. It's only... The people were angry. And for good reason.
Rebel camp.
I sense the fragment of a ghost's voice.
We change the guard when they bring the food. The old ones scarper while the new ones are still busy with the victuals. While they have their hands full, we take them.
Weapons, sabotage plans? Just how bad was the revolt?
Not as bad as Pennington burying us all alive.
That's no answer.
What's this? A black market shopping list?
Can't be. We had few rations. Many starved.
All right, Sebastian, fess up. What's going on?
What matters is that Pennington must pay. There is nothing else.
Sebastian Priest. In the mine, you were to tend to the sick. Instead, you afflicted them.
What? No. This is a heinous lie. I gave my life for them.
You turned into a tyrant until revolt emerged among the exhausted survivors.
They must have gone mad down in the dark. Their rage found a target in me, the captain's man. I died innocent. I died a hero.
You're a murdering coward. Blame Pennington all you want. We know 'tis a lie.
I didn't. I never did that. It's not me. It's all a lie. I love Helen with all my heart. Pennington must pay. You must make Pennington pay for his crimes.
You'll not get away with this, Sebastian. Come back here, you coward!
I don't think he's coming back.
Path is clear.
Go deeper.
Voices from the past. Need to be heard.
They told us to stay put for a few days, and we listened. When days turned to weeks, we made do. Now food's running low, and they've bolted the doors. We must act now, before it's too late.
I can't believe Sebastian lied to us all. To Helen.
Is this why the creature is angry? That would be.
Perhaps. Sebastian wants Pennington to be punished at all costs, and I'm not sure why. Shall we?
Christ, where are we now?
Miners, left to die in sickness and starvation. Helen was right. This was an atrocity. But she blamed the wrong man.
Давайте на сегодня остановимся. Я думаю, мы типа быстрее это все завершим. Давайте завтра таком добьем. Продолжим? Да, завтра. Сегодня я прям устал. Почти 3 часа играем. Ну, я думаю, прям катакомбы сегодня добьем. Но не выходит сегодня добить, к сожалению. Ну вот, патрон, все. Много времени уже, я устал. Спасибо всем, кто заходил. До новых встреч. Пока-пока.